Let's talk about comic books and let's talk about manga because one of them is doing extremely well, even with a little bit of piracy hurting. In fact, it's a lot of piracy. There's a lot of piracy on both sides, but for some reason, one of the mediums, despite having high levels of piracy, still manages to do very, very well. And there's a lot of reasons for this, merchandise being one of the big ones. But regardless, even with the piracy, they still do just fine. So Demon Slayer is selling out big time, even still here in America. I like to point this out. Demon Slayer did outsell the entire comic book industry. But a lot of this was from Japan. But that doesn't mean it's not selling well here, too. This is here in America. There's apparently an apology for the lack of first and final volumes of Demon Slayer at Barnes & Noble. And they're not getting any more until October, which is a little funny. It really took off. Here's the picture right here. So the problem is they can't get the first and the final volumes of Demon Slayer. So let me explain what's going on here with this. The first volume, just like My Hero Academia's first volume, is constantly in the top 20 charts. Those are new people jumping on the bandwagon. Okay? These are new people consistently checking out the property every single month. And then some of them choose to go on, some of them don't. This is why sometimes you'll see periodically the second volumes of these jump in. And then, people go on to buy the rest of them. And then the final volumes are the people that have been keeping up. So there's a lot of people that are demanding this. And I've shown you the pictures countless times of Barnes & Noble's manga section versus their comic section. It's a joke at this point. Let me show you some of the reasons why this is happening. We have some new ones. So here's Marvel, the House of Ideas. I want to point that out. They used to be called the House of Ideas. Now they're the House of Zero Ideas because all they do is rehash shit. Check this out. They're bringing Onslaught back to the X-Men. Ooh, just what everybody wanted to see. That shitty storyline again. After they've already been stealing Heroes Reborn. Let's bring Onslaught back. So this guy was a part of a big event in I think it was the 90s, right? Pretty sure it was like late 90s, mid 90s. Stupid event where they killed Fantastic Four and the Avengers and all these other characters so they could focus more on Spider-Man and the X-Men, and then they shipped off all of the other heroes to like Rob Liefeld and all these other people, and they kind of put them in their own pocket universe and rebooted everybody. And then Marvel, the actual publisher, just focused on X-Men, Spider-Man, so on and so on. That's kind of the quick TLDR of it. And the way they got that to all kick off was Onslaught, it was basically like Professor X had kind of wiped away Magneto, and he felt really bad about it. So Magneto had imprinted on him, and they became like a dual being, and it took everybody to take him down. It really wasn't that great of a story, but they're bringing that back. But that's not the real kicker. The big one is this. So doubling down on She-Hulk. I've shown you guys She-Hulk plenty of times. She's a big masculine-looking woman. Here you go in more context. This is now the Red She-Hulk. So She-Hulk gets her own World War Hulk, WWSH, World War She-Hulk. So now I'm going to go ahead and rehash World War Hulk, which is actually a pretty good run. I suggest check it out. You need to read Planet Hulk and then read World War Hulk. It's actually two really good Hulk books that I actually recommend those. Good stories. So now She-Hulk gets World War Hulk. Or World War She-Hulk, where she apparently gets kidnapped and brainwashed in the Red Room and is now like a Winter Soldier type of deal, and she's going to take down the world. Like, they've basically turned her into a copy of the Hulk. That's how she's been for the past, 2 or 3 years now. A while. She's been this carbon copy of the Hulk. She's literally a female version of Bruce Banner, which is kind of bullshit because she was her own character. She had her own series that was successful and people loved her. She was a great character. And then they're like, well, we need a female Hulk. So let's just change everything about her and turn her into Bruce Banner Hulk. Which, it's like, what a joke. This is what they're doing to characters now. Oh, we'll turn her into the Hulk and maybe she'll be more popular. Just tired. Everyone's tired. This is why American comics aren't doing that great. It's because of shit like this. Like, what a joke. Like, this is what you come up with? We're just going to do World War SheHulk and brainwash her, and she's just going to wreck everybody. She's going to wreck everybody. So, I don't know how these companies are still going at this point, man. The fact that Manga has just rolled in here and just dominated and taken everything over. You think they would feel such a sense of shame from this, and they're like, well, we're still selling 30,000 copies of books, so we're doing okay. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think about all of this in the comments below. Also, if you would please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed. Hit that notification bell. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace. Also, if you want to help support the channel, check out my Teespring store. There's a link in the description. You can find some merchandise in there that you might want to check out. Also, take a moment. Make sure you're still subscribed to the channel. There's something going on right now, and they've been unsubscribing people. So just take a second and double check on that and subscribe if you're new.